start this presentation. First reason, very simple, because now we are experiencing an all-time high RCR property, okay, in terms of pricing, right? Why do I say that? I actually did this CMA for all of you. I hope it will make sense to you. Okay, you must look very, very carefully at what I'm going to present. Okay, if you can see like District 21, right? West side already, people are selling high at 2004. Jadescape, I checked the past transactor. I don't know how come Jadescape can transact 2008. Can somebody enlighten me? District 20 transacted $2,800 per square foot. I never go and study about Jadescape. Maybe if you're my agent, you can drop me a message. Tell me how come Jadescape can sell $2,800 per square foot, right? Even at D3, 2,700, right? If D3 can sell 2,700, right? Riviere even higher, 3,300. So I believe a D9 property like Irwell will definitely do better. Okay, averagely, you see nearer to us, 2008 Sky Everton. If you go towards Keppel, they are already transacting at 2006 for bigger units at Chorus. Reef, $2,800 per square foot is very, it's a very live data. We just did Reef not too long ago. Even when you go East Coast, you look at our location at Orchard Road. All right, you see Amber Park is transacting 2006, near 2007, Mayor Mansion, right? $3,100. Of course, you see, sometimes when it comes to property, people will just buy. People also never think too much. So first and foremost, I want to tell you, we have got a good benchmark from the RCR property, okay, that you can look into and show it to your customer. You can, later on when we send you this slide, okay, this is the first time we show this slide to ERA agents. I want you to send it to your customer. Okay, the statement will be very simple. If people can buy RCR at this price, ask your customer, how much are you willing to pay for Irwell Hill residence, okay, at District 9 beside MRT, okay, beside shopping center, one stop to Orchard Road. Ask them the question. This is RCR. So I also put in this pricing and per square foot for you so that your customer can immediately compare a D9 project Irwell with the rest of the RCR. Okay, so this is the first CMA you need to show your customer. Second, I just came out with this again, updated list just few days ago. Averagely, they hovers between about $2,650 all the way to $2,900. And these are really, really high per square foot in RCR, guys. They are not even CCR, they are RCR property. So to me, very simple. If people are buying at this price, there's no reason, or you know, you think so much, it's a no-brainer to come into CCR, which is a better location at Orchard. So of course, if you want to compare CCR, who are our neighbors? Who in CCR near Irwell, how much are they transacting? You can look at where our neighbors, okay? Example, Mark at Patterson. If you come from Scotts Road or you come from Stevens Road, you definitely need to drive past Orchard Ion. You will reach Mark at Patterson, right? I never even bring out the highest, okay, because these are based on past 2 years only. The ever highest at the Mark was ever transacted as 6,800. So these are very accurate information within the last 24 months that I put them in green color. Okay, they are beside Irwell or very near to Irwell. Okay, averagely they are transacting at the Mark $4,100 per square foot. Okay, of course we have got our new launch at Boulevard, 3,600. You can show the one in white color averagely. Okay, Ritz-Carlton also very near to us, 3,600. Orchard Ion, Orchard Residence, 3,000. Vinia even nearer to us, 3,001. Gramercy Park also done by CDL, $3,100 per square foot average. New Futura, okay, we are flanked by New Futura, average, okay, $3,600 per square foot. Of course, 21 AP, $3,600 per square foot. So these are some price point that I suggest for the next 2.5 weeks when you talk to your customer, these are something that you can prep them to bring their price point to the next level. They are able to consider more units at Irwell because of this high pricing near Irwell residences. All right. So of course, average, if you plus everything together, divide by the number of units based on all these projects, okay, average is $2,800 per square foot, right? This is what our neighbors are selling averagely, okay? And these are projects that you guys should be very familiar with, okay? Reason number two, okay, like I say, it is the right time to enter because we are slowly reopening the economy, okay? This is something positive for all of us. And if you realize, okay, in time of global pandemic, in time of uncertainty, real estate stand out. We have been doing very, very well, okay, for the past few launches from Claiborne to Normanton to Reef, etc. Okay, and of course, few days ago we did Midtown Modern. These are some certain case study. You got to let people understand why Singaporeans, PR, and even some foreigners, they're putting money, okay, putting a stake at Singapore real estate. Think about it, okay, from a worldwide perspective. Okay, US is not doing extremely well. The European side is also not doing very well. Asia is doing much better than US and Europe. Agreed? And also you think about Asia, okay, there's only two main cities that people will always consider, right? And we are always in competition against one another. That country is Hong Kong, right? Hong Kong in recent 1-2 years, they are really not doing well. So if talking about a safe haven in Asia, naturally a place like Singapore where you and me stay, okay, will stand out. Okay, and also the way how we handle the global pandemic, how we handle COVID, right? In terms of our safety measure put in place, these are really important when people comes to putting money, okay, and buying real estate, right? So demand can be delayed, right? But demand cannot be destroyed, especially in a location like Singapore. Okay, why is this a good time? Because you see from a long-term perspective, when you plot the supporting line, you can see very, very clearly that we got multiple support line, okay, in our property price index to tell us that we are actually at the verge of recovery, okay? And I want to bring to your attention, the reason why prices came down in 2013 is really because of cooling measure, and this thing is called TDSR. Right? If we continue to sell property like that, property price index keep going up, okay? Whether is it the mass market, RCR, or even CCR, trust me, there should be something coming out from government soon, okay? We are definitely in the best position for Irwell now. We are definitely the next project to launch, okay? So hopefully nothing happened until Irwell launch and you got probably 2.5 weeks for you to condition and sell your customer something using cooling measure as well. But if you look at this reference point of view, okay, property price index is really a good time, okay, at the start of the recovery that your customer should consider coming into Irwell. Nobody likes to buy when it is way above the resistance line. Okay, so if I can plot a resistance line here, nobody wants to buy near the red line that I just plotted. Okay, everybody wants to buy near the supporting line because when you buy a supporting line, it's very natural, okay, to tell you it is a safe investment. Okay, over time, prices will just go up. Okay, so this is something that you can potentially show your customer, and I hope I help you a little bit on the explanation how you should read this chart. Third reason, okay, we are in the core central region, right? District 9 coveted address. So if you realize that when you, just now I was talking about you drive from Orchard Ayok, you definitely have to pass by Orchard Boulevard and Patterson Road, okay? And Irwell here is flanked by Grange Road, right? A very popular road name. And of course, beside us is Leonie Hill Road, okay? These are very coveted address that very prime in terms of Singapore real estate. And of course, not to mention, okay, the distance to MRT station, shopping center, etc., and the good school, okay, surrounding us. Okay, this address Irwell Hill is highly sought after. Is something whereby people would like to have. It's like a trophy project. Okay, so this is also by CDL, New Futura, if you can see the photo here. So this project, very iconic, is right beside us. Okay, and if you can see from recent news, okay, these are facts that foreigners actually depart from Singapore because of COVID. This is the very first time we see population goes down, okay, since 2003. We have, okay, if you are not into population, you have never seen Singapore decline in terms of number of people. Okay, this is really very rare. From the time I entered the business in 2006 until now, we have never seen population go down. Okay, but now because of COVID, population actually went down. And also, foreigners buying Singapore home also dropped for the first time. Okay, 17 years low. We are at the lowest point. And guys, you can say that we are in a crisis. Okay, there's always two sides of a story. Okay, you take this as an opportunity, you see this as a possibility. I felt it's easier for you to enroll your CCR customer. If your CCR customer is not affected by COVID, they will definitely look into real estate investment. Is whether you share the same sentiment as them, right? Also to think that this is a good time to buy into property. Okay, so I want you to see possibility and opportunity in current global pandemic crisis, and share with them why it is a good time to buy when the market is not doing very well in Singapore. Okay. Reason number 4, very simple. Every time you buy, there must be this thing called the transformation. And how do you know transformation in Singapore? We always rely on the latest URA master plan, okay, which is in 2009, that tells you the future transformation, okay, because transformation will give you upside potential. Okay, so if you are listening to me, still listening to me, can you sit up? Okay, and if you want to find out more, can you just type this thing upside inside the chat group so that I know you are still listening to me while I drink some water. All right, good. Okay, for new agents, don't worry about the color that I show you in the URA. You can go and do your research. What does the color stand for? So if you can see, right, we are here. Okay, the yellow color is actually the state land that is going to be empty. Trust me, they are not going to sell this piece of land under GLS very soon, right? So for those who are buying the studio unit, rest assured for the next few years, I doubt it will be coming out. Why? Because we just recently spent a few $1 million building the show flat here, right? We built show flat here, right? So if they allow developer to buy a land and build a few $1 million, they will not very quickly take back the land. Okay, because if they want to release for GLS, in the first place, they shouldn't have rented to our developer. All right. So of course, what you need to take note. Okay, I just want to emphasize this is the educational plot of land. Okay, right opposite us, they're gonna be permanently low rise. So this is a view that you get to enjoy from your balcony as well. But what I want you to emphasize to your customer is actually all these up and coming, okay, plot of land that will make a difference. So if you realize Singapore government is always very smart in all this planning, all right. So what they do is that if you see whether at any part of Singapore, you also realize that MRT station always have got empty plots of land, right? Government, when they are developing an estate, they always start to build from the outskirts of the particular estate towards the MRT station. MRT station piece of land will always be the last few to be sold, right? So I give you another example, okay? A bit off from CCR. If you can see Tanah Merah, recently we got a GLS because that is the last plot of land. Okay, why do developer at Tanah Merah, okay, start to sell 10, 20 years ago, different pieces of land that is further away of MRT because they are trying to build towards the MRT station. Why? Because the later they sell the land nearer to MRT station, the higher the price. How many of you agree with me? Okay, the later they sell the better land, okay, at a later point in time, it will give them a better returns for government and land price will be higher. If you agree with me, can you just type yes inside the chat group? Does it make sense to you? Okay, so these are 5 pieces of land that is just right beside MRT station or very near to Great World that you need to highlight. Okay, so of course you see at Kim Seng Park, we have got this plot ratio 3.5. Okay, first story mixed commercial and 2 more plot of land, residential land that is coming up. Okay, so if you can compare the left photo and the right photo, it will make sense. Okay, and this is the land where Riviere is at now. Okay, another residential plot 3.8 plot ratio, and behind my Riviere show flat is actually a piece of hotel land coming up. Okay, only in good location, typically white side area, good upside potential location, then they will put hotel. They will not anyhow put a hotel in a mass market area. So only in prime location, okay, some location whereby government wants to develop, then they will put in purple. All right. So these are 5 pieces of land that you want to tell your customer, these are the future upside GLS land, okay, that is coming up near Irwell Hill. So in short, don't go and buy an investment property whereby everything is matured and filled up already. There's no upside potential. Okay, just to orientate you, if you can see this Centerline Suite, behind Centerline Suite is actually Great World. If you can see, right, this brown color building is Great World. Okay, Irwell Hill is here, right? Then this is the first story mixed commercial. Then we got 1 residential land here and 1 residential land here. Another residential land, okay, at Riviere show flat, and also the future hotel is right behind. Okay, these 5 pieces of land, I want you to share it with your customer. Okay, the 5th reason, MRT station shopping center is something personally, when I buy property in Singapore, okay, I always want it to have, okay, MRT station and shopping center. Right? So you need to be very aware the distance, okay, it's about 200 meters from Irwell to the MRT station, and also the distance to Great World. Okay, during good weather, you no need to go through the basement, you can just cross the road, okay, walk beside Tiara, 2 minutes, you can actually reach Great World. Okay, this is something for you to take note. And just last year, Great World did a full revamp, right? There's no more Great World City. There's only Great World Shopping Center. Okay, newly revamped shopping center with very good shopping experience, a lot of restaurants, okay, food court, and some shopping as well. Okay, so reason number 6. Okay, renowned developer and architect. At this slide, very simple. Just show them very popular projects that CDL has done. Right, these are very these are not new to you lah. Okay, so when you show all these photos, probably it can highlight a little bit on CDL again. So how many of you agree with me that developer is important? Can you just type 1 inside a chat group? Right, so in recent years we always got projects that receive a lot of complaint, okay, and get into trouble because of developer not giving good quality, okay, products, right? So sometimes, especially or most of the time in CCR location, quality is always very important. And I ask you, does people trust CDL? Okay, if you think people trust CDL, can you just type 1? Right, so when you type 1 also means when you show them all these photos, okay, this visual aid that we put in place, okay, will naturally help you bring the customer's interest to the next level. Okay, so I want to highlight a little bit on this architect, right? Of course, we got the Singapore ADDP, whereby you guys are very familiar with. A lot of high-end projects are done by them. And VRDV is something really really special. Okay, if you can tonight, go and do some research on MVRDV. Okay, but if you are lazy to do that research, just look at the photo, the kind of property that I show you on screen. Didn't you realize it's very similar to what they are developing in Irwell? Right? So they are very famous for all this pixelated kind of project, right? Everything also got to be pixelated, and somehow or rather this very concept, the pixel concept, forms a very iconic product, okay, a very iconic real estate that people will turn their head, okay, when they drive past or when they walk past or when they first time see the building, right? So we are very privileged and honored to have MVRDV to be part of the architect team, and this is something special, the first time they have it, okay, in Singapore. Okay, two more reasons to go very quickly, right? Reason number 7, okay? So huge land size is something that it is worth mentioning, and unrivaled condo facilities, right? So whether is it for investment or own stay, you must understand we got a huge plot of land, about 138,000 square feet. If you don't know how big is 138,000 square feet, it's about 3.5 football field. Okay, football field 3.5 times. That's how big, right? So of course, being big, I want to sell you and remind you that it comes with very good facilities. Okay, we have got 2 big swimming pool, 1 tennis court. Not only that, we're going to give you more communal space at level 24 and at my roof terrace. Okay, so this is something that you need to share with your customer. And the other thing, okay, not only facilities will help you make money, easier for you to rent out. Land size 138,000, statistically, you realize that bigger project, if put beside a smaller project, okay, side by side, the bigger project will normally make more money. All right, there's so many examples that you can compare. Both new project, 1 big land, 1 small land. The big land like Irwell here will make you more money and at a shorter time. Last reason, okay, your customer must at least consider Irwell, okay, for this very good reason. Everybody wants to make money from whatever property that they buy, okay. You consider it as a potential profitable project because of this affordable quantum, right? End of the day, I can give you the biggest piece of land, the best facilities, the renowned developer. End of the day, you buy at a high price. Will you make money? Right? So end of the day, the quantum speaks a lot in today's real estate context. Affordability is something that is very important to use to enroll your customer. High returns, okay, because of the strategic location. People from Marina Bay, people working in Orchard, right? They will definitely want to stay near here as your tenant. And you look at the pricing. Of course, just now we tell you, okay, I want to tell you again from agent's point of view, if you can heng come in, buy my studio as an agent, I'll be very happy for you. I mean, if you want to buy District 9, beside MRT, beside you close 2 eyes, okay, you keep this for rental for the next 10 years, how not to make money, right? It's only $1 million. And these are the location whereby in future, people wants to buy something, they also look at Orchard MRT, look at Great World MRT. If Orchard, they cannot afford, the next nearest to Orchard is Great World. And in a few years' time, then we will be the newest project there. Okay, your capital upside, okay, as an agent, if you come in and buy during agent purchase, not only you're going to choose the good pricing unit, okay, trust me, you will also make more money. So I say it again, I encourage all agents who are still sitting on the fence, especially if you haven't buy your first property, this is the pricing you shouldn't miss. You don't day one we sell 80%, 90% sold already, then you regret. Okay, so you got 2.5 weeks. Okay, make an appointment, come and see with your customer, okay, or arrange with the DDIC, come and take a look. Agents, I encourage you to buy. Hey, how many of you think that agents should buy? Can you just type yes inside the chat group? If agent haven't buy property, especially you hold on to a lot of cash, how many of you think agents should buy one? Just type yes. All right. Okay, so these are a little bit more technical. I just want to protect you if your customer have got objections about rental. So CCR, okay, typically CCR don't have the best rental yield in Singapore, okay, but CCR rental yield hovers about 2.4 to 2.6%, right? Because a lot of high-end customer, when they buy into this kind of location, they also don't look into rental yield, right? But our product category is a little bit more towards the lower quantum. So some of your customer potentially they might ask you. So averagely you can quote them about 2.5, okay, by sharing the whole CCR. But if they want to be a little bit more specific, right, I also break them down into Irwell vicinity within the last 2 years. Sorry, I'm hearing some background. Can somebody just mute? Okay. Irwell vicinity, okay, I bring out 8 St. Thomas, okay, very relevant project. Okay, they are resale already. Okay, Twin Peak, River Gate, Cosmopolitan, Centerline Suites. Okay, different kind of product, some bigger size, some smaller size, some investment focus kind of product, smaller units. Okay, if you realize this location can fetch about $5.20 per square foot. So depending on what kind of size you buy, you just times $5.20. Okay, that's roughly the quantum in terms of rental that you potentially will fetch for your customer. Okay, and if they even wants to be more specific, depending on how many bedroom, I break them down into the 1 and 2 bedroom. You realize that 1 bedroom gives you the highest per square foot, right? Then 2 bedroom also very high, 5.4. Okay, and these are the number of transactions that you can look into. I think OUE Twin Peak is a very good reference. Trust me, when we TOP, all these 270 transactions, at least half will jump into Irwell. Why? Because Irwell is newer, right? It comes with better facilities. Okay, and also the 2 bedroom is very healthy. You see that you add all the numbers together, very healthy in terms of people, okay, renting out in this location. 3 and 4 bedroom, like I say, a lot of people are buying for own stay, but if they just want to buy because they got a lot of money, don't be surprised that there's people who buy 4 bedroom and leave it vacant. Okay, so a lot of them just want to put the money here, so they will go for the biggest quantum. Got rent out, never rent out, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of such customer in this location. Okay, so of course, if you are looking at potentially how much is about $4.30 thereabout. Okay, and $4.60 for the 3 bedroom. You can show them the map, where is 8 St. Thomas, where's Twin Peak, to just to tell them that all these properties are very relevant. Okay, and not forgetting, okay, we are reopening the economy. How many of you agree with me, when we let more foreigners come in, when the situation gets better, rental yield will get better as well, right? Okay, so this is potentially what's gonna happen. Okay, last but not least, I always like to end with this quote. Guys, trust me, we are riding the wave now. If you haven't made an appointment, go and make an appointment. Okay, don't miss the wave. We have been doing well from launches to launches, and I reckon that Irwell Hill Residences is going to be the next eyeball project. We're going to do very well as 1 ERA, because nothing is more expensive than the missed opportunity. If you haven't buy a property as an agent, this is the 3rd time I'm telling you, okay, you can consider Irwell. Okay, from the bottom of my heart, it is a project worth considering. Even if you have to pay 12% as a Singaporean agent to buy a second property, this is still the project to go for, because you got priority. If Bugis can sell 130 over units before that, I reckon we can do more at the District 9 beside MRT project.